Welcome to a new fragrance review. Today I'm going to tell you my top 10 fragrance that are really cheap. So, as you might have noticed if you're not new on my channel, every week since a while I'm doing top 5, and today is one of those top 5. And I even have what I'm doing? I have those little paper that I put in a little basket, and then I put it in my little thing for perfume that I test. So it's top 5 here. And it was supposed to be a top 5, but there was so many good cheap fragrances that I couldn't just do a top 5. I was doing like all those honorable mention, and in the end there was gonna get more honorable mention than the top 5. So it's okay, I'm gonna make the top 10. So let's start with this. Number 10, it's The Dreamer by Versace, and this one is really nice. It smells good. I know in other top I put it higher than just number 10 as my summer fragrance. It's a nice summer fragrance, but I think as a cheap fragrance it's really nice. It smells really good, but it still doesn't deserve to be super high in the list. It's not something I would reach that much for, but for the price it's really good, and the little tobacco note is great. The use of amber seed is probably the best use of amber seed I've ever smelled in a fragrance. It's great. It's a beautiful scent. It's really cheap. Got everything. Number 9, it's Orchid Noir by Just Jack. And this one, and it won't be the only Just Jack on the list, and the whole Just Jack line is pretty good except a couple of bad stuff in there. But mostly it's a good line. They make good stuff. This one is a really well complemented fragrance for me. It smells great. I would say personally on my skin it smells better than the original, the Tom Ford copies, because on my skin the Tom Ford one just smells chocolate the whole life of the fragrance. It doesn't last as long, doesn't project as much, but still projects well and lasts average or a bit higher than average, so it's good. It's a great fragrance. It smells nice. If you like those like sweet scent and all, it's pretty unique also, and it's cheap. It's good. Number 8, Red by Giorgio Beverly Hills, and this one is really close to Drakkar Noir. And personally, I like Drakkar Noir because it's the first fragrance that I purchased for myself. It was a blind buy. I just kind of saw it. I heard it was good, so I bought it. But Red has a little something of it. It's less soapy, it's less lemony, it's more woody kind of a fragrance. It smells really good, and personally it's better than Drakkar Noir. And it's really a cheap fragrance. It's really underregarded. If you like Drakkar Noir, it's something definitely you need to try. It's really a nice fragrance. And also, I haven't tried many fragrances from Giorgio Beverly Hills, but I would say that brand overall seems really underregarded, because every time, the 2 times I tried fragrance from them, they were really great and amazing. And it won't be the only fragrance of that brand on the list. Number 7, it's Giorgio Beverly Hills for Men. And this one is really even less well regarded than Red for Men. It smells really great. It smells like patchouli and oak moss. It's really elegant. It's really nice for summer. I don't think it will be bad for winter. It will be nice for summer, and it's great discovery. I really enjoy it. Really love it. I like oak moss. I start to discover a little bit patchouli as a note, more predominantly fragrance. It's a great fragrance. Number 6, it's Rich Warm Addictive from the tobacco series of Zara. And this one is probably the second most famous fragrance of the list. And it smells really good. It's a nice boozy tobacco vanilla scent. It smells great. It smells a bit synthetic, of course, but it's great. It's a Cracks compliment. And if you enjoy those boozy fragrances, really it's a must. If you enjoy those tobacco fragrance, also it's a must. It's a really nice fragrance, and also knowing Zara, if you don't buy it now, in like a year or 2, it won't exist anymore. Number 5, F Black by Ferragamo. This one is really nice. It's really great. It's probably the most well-known fragrance of the list, and might even already own it. But it's nice, it's elegant, it's still mass appealing. It's a lot of people compare it to La Nuit de l'Homme, and I would say that at one point in the fragrance, I get that both of them have a little lavender note with some sweet aroma chemical that are pretty similar, so I get it. At one point it kind of feels similar, but it's two completely different fragrance. So I would say that if you have to choose between those two, F Black is way better. Project for a longer period of time. It smells, on my skin smells better. On paper, I would say Denue D'Homme smells better, but on my skin it smells better. It's a really nice, young, elegant fragrance. It's good for business. It's good for if you need to look sharp and go place. It's also not a fragrance that is really wear that much. People are more into Sauvage and stuff like that. So if you wear it, it's still a bit easier to differentiate yourself from other people. It's a nice fragrance. Number 4, it's Pure Carbon by Just Jack. And this fragrance, really, it's beautiful. I love it. I know I did Just Jack, the 5, I think, the best Just Jack, but like taking a step back, I would say that this is my favorite Just Jack fragrance. It smells great. Smells nice and everything better than the original one. It smells better. Well, it smells pretty much the same, but it project better. It lasts longer. It's a nice fragrance. I would say they really got it right on this one. Also, it's for me takes the space in a collection that Club de Nuit Tasman, Aventus, and Explorer would take. I know a lot of people say that they don't smell the same, and I agree they don't smell the same, but there's a little birch note there, smells similar, and it will take the same space, but it's more dark, more elegant than counterpart, and also is more unique. Number 3, it's Malizia Uomo Vetiver, and this fragrance is the cheapest of the list. This one you can get it for like $10 at discounter. And if you live in the US, that amount is Canadian, so it's probably going to be cheaper. I mean, you can pay for this fragrance with your pocket change. How cheaper can that be? And it was a really great discovery. I just went to a store, wanted to try stuff, and I got it. Even in the store, it would be really cheap if you paid full price. And this fragrance is extremely simple. It smells vetiver. That's it. Only smells vetiver. And the vetiver note really remind me of the vetiver note in Vetiver by Guerlain, or more Vetiver Extreme. It doesn't have all the other stuff, but it's like vetiver is really the same. Bad thing when you are outside is people cut their grass when you're doing your video. But really, it's a nice fragrance. It's really cheap. And from all of the list, even if it's only the number 3, I would say the 2 other one are better, but like for its price, I mean, you should really check it out. If you enjoy vetiver, you need that collection. Number 2 is One Man Show Oud Edition. And this one is really nice. I was wearing it at Christmas. For me, it's really a Christmassy fragrance. It gets a little feel of Cuir Intense by Guerlain, or Bulgari Men in Black, or Armani Code. So if you like those fragrances, one of these fragrances, you most likely enjoy this one. It says Oud Edition, but it's not really a oud fragrance. It is a leather fragrance. And it's a good and cheap leather fragrance. Sadly, I'm not wearing it really often, but I will keep it in my collection. And I will wear it like on holidays, Christmas, and stuff like that, because I think it's a nice Christmas fragrance. But it's nice. For its price, it's really nice. And number 1, if you know my top 5 fragrance that I love, you know which one it is. It's Corum by Antonio Puig. And Corum really, like my second favorite fragrance, maybe third now. I should do a new top 5 of my fragrance. It's really a beautiful fragrance. It's really nice. It's really old school. There's a pine note, oak moss, a little bit of leather, a little bit of tobacco, a little bit of other stuff, aldehydes. It's a nice fragrance. If you never tried it, and you might have tried Polo Green, and there are some similarities to Polo Green. I would not say that they're like same at all, but they have some similarities. They are in the same era, the same kind of style, fragrance, and all, to give you an idea. But it's really great fragrance. It smells nice. It's great, and it's cheap. So hope you enjoyed this video. If it's the case, we'll like and share. If you have a different top 5 or top 10, or like don't agree with my top 10, tell me what you think in the comment and what is your favorite fragrance. So thanks for watching. See you soon.